not even gonna question what I just read. Anyway, well, that's a great start. My throat's already fucked. Not in a good way. Hello, everyone. Hello, everybody. My stuff is very fucked up. Okay, I think we're good. Righty then. Hello there. How's everyone doing this fine evening? We're back. I'm alive. I didn't eat raw chicken again today, so I'm actually alive. Yeah. Box set. One sec, I need a drink. Right. Hello everyone. How's it going? Yeah, I didn't eat raw chicken today. So I'm here. I'm not dying currently. But how's everyone doing? Yo, Wizard, good to see you as always. I just realized I'm missing something. I want you. How do I get you though? I have a belt for yeah, there we go. Fascinating, you're not dead. Yeah, I'm alive. I'm not a corpse. You know, it's very surprising. Especially given the, law, given I'm a parasite and, all that. But yeah, how's everyone doing this evening? I'm gonna be really honest. I didn't think I was gonna stream today, so I was feeling a little bit under the weather this morning. But I'm good now. Not feeling as bad. I had a nap. Did I wake up like maybe an hour and a half ago? Absolutely. I'm very lazy. But yeah, I'm alive. I'm not dead. We're gonna play some Genshin today. Hopefully we're gonna finish, what's the name of the place? Snezhnaya? Snezhnaya's storyline. I think we got very close to the end, so I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna hope and pray that we, that we can get it finished. And, yeah, it should be good. But, yeah, actually some pretty fun things to talk about. We're live currently on 5 platforms. Did I go a little bit overboard with it? Absolutely. We're currently live over on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Slimesly, and Joystick. Do I have to censor that as well? Like I have to do Slimesly? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if Mr. Twitch likes me today. But yeah, honestly, very cool. The joystick is literally only because it's part of the setup that you have to do a stream. So I was like, oh, well, what if I just do a safer work stream, and then when it comes to the loading times, I can just I can stream, and I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, hopefully it should be fun. Hopefully we'll have some chatters over on that side. I know Fansly's always a bit quiet, but there's a joystick. They seem like cool people over there. I haven't used joystick too much, but from what I've seen, honestly, it looks pretty good. The community seems a lot smaller, so viewers are more they're not as sparse as like on Twitch. You don't get your regulars, but honestly, I'll take anyone. If they enjoy the content, I will not say no. Anyone who does follow on there, by the way, thank you very much. I don't know if there's anyone over there, because it's not like Twitch where I can see my viewers, because I'm using my OBS view. So, yeah, I have no idea how the joystick works so far. So, all I know is I think we're live. I'm gonna take that as like the piece of resistance. It's the best thing that can happen. Yeah. Actually, I do have a few things to talk about for once, which is surprising. So you know, Vexpo's coming up. Pretty cool. We're about 4 weeks away, I think. So that's very exciting. I actually managed to get some keychains for it. So, any of my British goobers, if you've seen me at Vexpo, come up to me and you'll get free keychain of slime. I'm not gonna show the design yet, but I do have to say it's pretty cool, the one I picked. But yeah, we got that. So you see me at Vexpo, you know, come up to me, you can get a free keychain. I'll have 16 of them. So, you know, first come, first serve. The raffles for the meet and greets also just opened today. I got 3, so I'm a hope and pray I managed to get one of them at least. I picked Kumi, Obicat and Fufu, and Sea Dog. I was gonna pick Mouse. It's 10 o'clock, and I don't. Actually, no, I will be awake. It's like it's the Sunday. The only problem with the meet and greets is, so I'm there till I think 3:30 on the Sunday. Some of the meet and greets are exclusive to the Sunday though. And I'm like, it's cool and everything, but why? Why does it have to be exclusive? Like Sea Dogs, this is only on the Sunday at 12. If it was the Saturday, fucking great. But yeah, the fact that it's the Sunday, it's kind of annoying. I'm gonna be there though, so it's not like it's a huge deal. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. Like, it's all the goobers, all my goobers, and yeah, I get to meet some cool people, some VTubers that I probably won't interact with because I'm scared. So, you know, pretty cool. Also, like, British, like, literally the best. Like, call me a little bit biased, but like, being British is the best. If I knew my history a little bit better, I'd throw in a history, you know, like year. But I didn't take history, I took geography. I prefer learning about rocks and big stalagmites. Is that the name of them? I was trying to make a Guna joke. I think it failed though. But yeah, that's all cool. But yeah, I got keychains. That's gonna be sick. What do I have? I must think. I just realised my Slimes League goals are up. Anyone viewing over there? You can donate. It won't do anything though. Unless maybe the second one, the $50 one. If you tip that much next stream, whoever's there can have one. I'll go with that. Same with joystick. You know, if we do get any tips, they're welcome. You don't have to though. Go ahead. Feel free to tip. I won't say no. But yeah, if we reach any of the goals in like the streams when I am doing this, I'll just give you your like, just give it to you next stream. Just so you know, you won't miss out just because I'm not just because I'm not gooning. But yeah, what else is there? There was something else I was gonna say. What was it? Pardon me. Oh yes, my artist who's doing my 2D model is starting it soon. They said next few days, I think. Don't remember. Let me have a look. So hopefully we shouldn't be 3D slime for much longer, and I should be able to do more. Because, like, of course, at the moment it takes up a lot. It takes up a lot of power for me to run this, and then some games YouTube Studio doesn't though. So hopefully we should have that soon. Almost ready to start your commission. I'm wrapping up on full texture. I'll let you know when I'm started. That was yesterday. So maybe in the next few days, maybe the weekend. Maybe I might have an update on Sunday. Am I going to be streaming on Sunday? Nope. But yeah. There was something I was gonna talk about. I seem to have forgotten. Yes, so of course, because I wasn't streaming yesterday, I'm just gonna push everything forwards. If you saw my stream schedule, so Genshin today, and the next 2 days, so Friday, Saturday, I will be doing Nikke. I wasn't gonna stream on Saturday because I wanted to do, like, you know, my own stuff. But yeah, we'll switch up instead, and I'll stream on Saturday. I had Saturday as like a free day, purely so I could get through the Genshin world quests, because I started the moon one from Nodcry, and I was like, oh, I'm sure this won't take long. Like, I finished the space-time palace from the new monster area in like 2 hours. It was very easy. You know, it was a whole area. I had that 100%ed in like 2 hours. So I was like, oh, the moon probably won't take that much longer. Tell me why the fuck that is so big. That generally, that map is huge. So tell me why it looks like 2 giant boobs. Just saying. But yeah, I unfortunately, I'm not gonna get that finished. So I'm probably gonna have to go into next week with that. I'm thinking of doing the same thing next week though. We'll have like maybe 2 Genshin streams. Try to get the moon finished. Do we do Snezhnaya? And then we'll go back into Nikke. I'm probably gonna be streaming those for a while. Because to be honest, I haven't really seen any good games to stream. Like, of course I want to finish Killer Frequency at some point, but it's just getting around to it. Subnautica 2, I need to finish that before the new update comes out, or the next story update, because I know the update that just came out for Subnautica has added the new tar pit biome, I think it's called, and some of the creatures are in it, but it's all, it's just blocked out for now. like the whole area isn't like fully implemented. It's the experimental release. So like that's near coming out. All I know though is that there's a tadpole upgrade in there. I don't know if there's story, so it could be that we skip an update, and when the next one comes out, it hopefully should be story based. But yeah, I do, like I said, I do want to jump back into Subnautica at some point. It was just very like, holy moly, it was just very like optimized before. I think they've the last update or the one before it, I think they optimized it better, so it shouldn't be as laggy. Because I was dropping frames when I did that originally when it came out. But yeah, should be alright now. But then again, I was using a 3D model which was absolutely eating my CPU. Like even now, if I look, it uses 5%. Wow, are we serious? Huh. Okay, maybe this doesn't use as much as I thought. It's intriguing. Oh my god, this fucking... Okay, I have a complaint against Meta, which, fair enough, I think they're in court for that at the moment. Every time I open my PC and I'm playing a game, Meta Horizon Link, what I use for VR, every time pops up with a fucking "will you let this through your firewall?" all because it needs to update. I wouldn't mind, I don't even have it set to opening automatically. So Meta, why the fuck are you wanting to update automatically? I honestly thought it was a virus at first, but then I realised, oh no, it's Meta being a bitch. Like genuinely, it has decided to just start auto-updating on its own. I have that turned off, I think. Unless I don't have it turned off in the app. But like in my like my task manager, I have that shit turned off. I don't want Meta running in the background. It is such a bitch, and yet it still keeps happening. It happened when did I stream last? Monday? Tuesday? Monday. It happened like midway through Genshin, and I'm like, fuck off, Meta! I wouldn't mind. I haven't got my VR out in about 3 or 4 months now. It's just been too warm. Like, I don't want to be stood in my room, like, sweating my balls off playing VR for like 2 hours. Which I say that, but I am thinking of doing a VR stream soon. So that's gonna be funny. But yeah, I was just like, I don't want to be, you know, sweating my balls off playing this. So I just haven't opened it. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Was there anything else? There was something I needed to talk about. I'm not sure what it was. Oh, I'm like mind blank now, and I don't know why. I had this like all planned out. I was like, talking segment, then we get into Genshin. There was one more thing though. I do remember. So joystick. When I made my account, I had a account follow me on Twitter, and they followed me because of the joystick account. It's a toy company. I say toy in quotation marks because I can't say it on Twitch. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. They followed me. I got a DM and they were like, "Oh, we want to give you a free toy and an affiliate." And I'm like, "Oh wait, this is actually cool as fuck. First affiliate. It's gonna be great." But I was like, I'm a little bit skeptical because why the hell would you give me a free one? So I started asking around. There was someone who I followed because they were on Joystick on Twitter. So, quick DM. And I was like, hey, blah, 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 do you know about this? And they were like, oh yeah, they offered me it too. I think they took it though. And I was like, ooh, hey, it does seem a little bit more legit. But then as I was, watching streams over on Joystick, I started seeing more and more that, a lot of people have gotten this. It seems like they just seem to, like any new account or just anyone who streams, they will, and then they'll offer it. What I didn't know though was what they left out was that you have to stream with it for 30 hours in months. And I'm like, that's great and everything. I don't do that many streams. You have to stream, but I worked it out, 7.5 hours a week, or to meet their like quota for the like promotion of their product. And I was like, it's alright and everything, but it's a lot of time. I don't stream that much. Plus, all the streams that I've been watching where they have used it, it loves to disconnect. And it loves to just not work apparently. So I'm like, do I or don't I take this? Because don't get me wrong, I've looked through their stuff. They sell some great stuff. Like they're on par with the like Lovents stuff. But I'm like, do I take it? Don't I? Is it worth it? Because like, also they have to send me it. Is a duress I'm gonna have to give out, which I'm not completely comfortable with being a VTuber, obviously. But it's like anytime I buy something for stream, I use my personal accounts. So it's all under my name. They don't know where it's going to, who it's going to. Like when I bought my Lovent stuff, all under my name. But yeah, I'm like, what do? But yeah, I was like, honestly, I would have taken it. It seemed a very good deal, and their products actually do seem really good. But yeah, then I was hearing that, like, some of them weren't, or like, it kept disconnecting. Some of them were very uncomfortable. Like, they weren't streaming stuff. So I don't know. I'ma probably say no to it. is kind of sad. Because honestly, I would have taken that. But yeah, I think that was that. I don't think I've got myself into any stupid dramas recently. Not that I do often, by the way. This isn't like, oh, I've still got my tip in my. Okay, never mind. Yeah, not that I like, you know, get into the dramas often, but what the fuck? But I'm like, you know, I'm trying my best to stay out of it. I mean, like I had one a while back where they blocked me, and then they're in a Discord server. I'm not gonna say which, just in case they see this. They won't know who it is. But they were like, oh, look, it's the guy who said, oh, block me if you don't care. And then they proceeded to block me on Discord, which is fine and everything. Like I said, I generally do not care if you block me. The fact is, there is, you know, plenty of people out there on the internet, and you they weren't anyone special. Even if they were someone special, I really don't care. But yeah, they were just very petty about it in a public Discord. And I'm like, okay. And the only problem is with them is they're also a mod of that Discord. What they do is like, if I was to do their thing, I may get them as like a helper, which, you know, isn't the best, because, you know, they dislike me. But it's whatever. Like I said, I don't particularly care. But it was just like, why are you being so petty? Why are you like this? Anyway, fucking rubs my hands like a fly. We're gonna jump into some Genshin now, because the third thing that I was going to talk about, I've completely forgotten, and I have no idea what it is. But yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Vexpo's having problems again with stuff, with the Concat website. It's weird. It was like, I don't remember a single problem last year. This year, they seem to have had a lot of problems with Concat, the provider for it, which just seems very odd. Like, they haven't seemed to have a problem, and now they just suddenly are. It's just because of how they renewed the website. Who knows? Because they used the same domain as last year, but changed it to be 2026. Yes, let us go jump into Zaginshins. I'm also very close to my hard pity on the banner. I think I'm about 23 off. So we may, and how many emos we get this stream, I may get a 5-star like anytime now, or in my next 10. Which, if we do, I really don't know who to use it on, because I lost my last pity to the floaty animo one from Inazuma, the yokai. So my next one is guaranteed, I think. But it's do I pick Carlicino or do I pick the new one? Because apparently she's very good. Then like it's my baby girl Carlicino, I love her. Also, Sunny Clown VT, thanks for the raid. How are you doing, raiders? Welcome in. I'm Mr. Slime VA, your slimy VTuber. Or your slimy parasite VTuber. I hope you're all doing well today. We're gonna play some Genshin. I'm wanting to finish the Sneznaya storyline. So up to where it is at the moment. But yeah, how's it going? How was your stream? Tell me a little bit. What were you guys up to? What were you watching, playing, doing? I don't know any other words for doing something. Yes, how are you all? Sunbeams incoming, tiny chaos clouds on the way. VTuber feet. Thank you for the follow. Just a bit of Cult of the Lamb. I gotta raid and run because I gotta feed my kittens. That is absolutely fine. Cult of the Lamb, very cool though. And I guess enjoy feeding the kittens. Okay, first of all, VTuber Feet, absolutely crazy name. Second of all, I haven't actually played Cult of the Lamb. It's one of those games which I keep wanting to play, but I never got a chance. I always like prioritize another game, so I'm like, I'll start it at some point. But like, is they still updating it? Are they doing stuff with that? No, it's a totally wholesome and innocent name. Don't you lie to me, boy. I know what you are. Well, if your name is VTuber Feet, which feet are the best? Surely you have a tier list if you're a connoisseur of the soul of it, Sunnies. Wow. Are you biased because you're raiding from her? Or like we can keep this between us. Like if you like want to say someone else. Or I won't tell. Crush on her hard, so it's not just that. I mean, okay, fair enough. I respect it. I respect the game. I can't judge you there. I'm trying to think if I've seen her model before. Hold up. We got this. It's review time. Okay, looking. Okay, okay. Um. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, I see the feet. I see the feet. Okay. I'm gonna give you Oh, and that's the mod. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, you can dap me up for that. I respect it. I respect the game. I see why. Very good model, and you know, pretty decent feet. I can't say I'm a man of feet myself. I prefer myself some thighs, but I respect it. Yeah, you get it, you get it. Tap me up my slime. Um, but yes, to anyone who is still here, welcome in. I'm Mr. Slime VA, your slimy parasite VTuber. You may not have anyone inside you, but I can be there, and I will be there, so don't worry about it. Yes, you are all my goobs. I thought of this name recently because I thought it was hilarious. Because it sounds like boobs. So, yeah, welcome in. I do hope you enjoy your stay. And yeah, we're gonna jump into some Genshin now, which should be fun. But yeah, we have so anyone who did just raid over from Twitch, we're currently live on YouTube, Twitter, Slimesly, but it's not slime. It's a fan. And we're also live over on Joystick, so we're currently live over on 5 places. So, you know, if you don't enjoy Twitch, maybe go follow me over on one of those. If you don't know, I am a fan that is pretty sly. Absolutely. I call it Slimesly, because, we go over there. We have all the fun. Why is my Genshin not loading? On the blue Twitch? Absolutely. Um, there we go. We're working now. But yeah, um, yeah, I do stream over on there. I do also do a bit of the you know, uh, content over there. So if you're interested in that, uh, sorry to plug myself, but go follow me over there. You know, fansly.com/Mr. Slime VA. And also on Joystick, that's Mr. Slime SFW. Any follows are welcome. Anyone who's over there now will tell you, I do some pretty fun stuff. There's no one over there, that's the joke. But yeah, I do that. I try once a week. It's very random what day that I do pick though for it. So, if you catch a stream, it's, very welcome. You're very welcome to come and, you know, a lot of sliming happens over there. Damn right. I'm gooier than usual. It's the best platform, what can I say? I'm straight gooing it and by it. I mean my slime. There's like so many jokes that I can make with this, it's brilliant. They sort of write yourself, or they write themselves when you're a slime. It's like anything like goo related just sounds sus. We like to slime drippy. Damn right. Dap me up. guy gets it. This guy gets it. Yes, sir. But yes, also, if you're not, what perfect timing! If you're not already, come join the Discord. Um, we, um, I post when I'm going live on there. I also post my stream schedules. Plus, if you follow me over there, or if you join over there, why not come follow on Twitter? I post dumb shit, funny takes, some clips when I actually make them, and if you go to the link tree, you can you could find all my links. I also do post when I go live and what platforms I'm live on, and also my schedule, so you can find out when I'm live. It's same time every night. But yes, the follows are welcome. You're welcome to join, and yeah, we do some pretty cool stuff over on Twitter. Most of the time, I'm just taking the piss out of people. But don't worry, it's all consensual. They're my friends. They enjoy it, I think. If they don't, I haven't heard any complaints yet. I can already see I'm lagging a little bit. The game is absolutely fine, but the model is bag of balls. I will be very happy, hopefully next week when I get my new model, so I won't have to deal with this shit. But yeah, of course, as always, if you are interested in any of my links, you can also use exclamation mark Linktree, I believe, and you can find all my good stuff and all my spicy stuff. See, I know there's probably one of my friends in here. You think I'm scuffed? Nah, I can do a plug when I wanna. Is it a good one? Absolutely not. But hey, I'm trying my best over here. Okay, stop judging me. But yes, we are going to jump straight back. Ooh. Oh, so that's what that is. Oh, and it also shows you chests. Pretty cool. But yes, we're gonna jump back into the story. We finished it like a little bit before the end, I think. I just didn't have time to finish it the other day. So we're gonna hopefully try finish it today. And it should be fun. But yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed this last time. So hopefully the momentum keeps up and we keep enjoying it. And just, oh, I can turn it up in here. Why is my sound not working? There we go. Turn that up. There we go. Hey, let's jump back in.
What happened?
Okay, no need to worry.
Oh, please, excuse me. Are you the traveler? Could I take a quick look at your adventurer handbook? Master Child said I should verify your identity.
I'm just a celebrity. Yeah. It's all yours.
Ah, it's really you. Sorry for the inconvenience. We're under strict orders from Master Child to keep this room well guarded. At the same time, we can't interfere with Podvoye Restaurant's business. That would only seem all the more suspicious and draw unwanted attention to this room. Besides myself, a few of my colleagues are stationed in and around the restaurant, in plain clothes, of course.
Not suspicious or anything.
You're in safe hands.
I didn't expect such a high standard of protection.
Well, Master Child handpicked us for this special assignment. We're not about to let anything go wrong.
Something's
Anyway,
gonna go wrong.
I won't keep you any longer.
I'm calling it.
Please, head inside.
Someone's gonna try kidnap Paimon. I was waiting for her to just not be in there.
Traveler! Alasha, you're back! Oh, hey! Who's our new friend?
Hi, I'm Odette. The Traveler and I crossed paths a few times.
She's a member of the Fatui, but she's solid. We can trust her. Solid?
Another friend from the Fatui, huh? You're practically a member yourself by this point.
Don't say that. How are you feeling?
Paimon's definitely on the mend. We should be back to our usual travels in a few days' time. Seems like that doctor was right. It's just... Paimon's limbs are still feeling a little chilly.
I have just the thing.
What the fuck?
Whoa! What's this? Is that a flame inside an ice cube? Wait, is this real ice? How's it not melting? And how does the fire keep on burning?
So many
All
questions,
keen
so few
observations.
answers.
You're right. This is called core ignis. Whenever I've caught a cold in the past, I found I recover much more quickly if I place this by my bed. You're welcome to borrow it.
Awesome! Wow! It's so nice and warm! Oh, it's like magic.
The size of her fucking head.
Your name was Odette, right? How did you two meet again?
Looks like she's in pretty good spirits. That's a relief. Any progress with your investigation yet?
Nope. I can get anything out of the Harbingers.
No surprises there, I'm sure. They're not likely to let anything slip.
I need to try a different approach. And we're back with the terrible pronunciation of words. I want to look into this Roquette organization.
The Rokot, huh?
Roquette, I mean. They might know what's really going on. Do you know how I can contact them?
Let me think.
He's a part of them.
Members of the Rokot keep their true identities hidden, but I think there might be someone I can introduce you to.
Ooh.
Leave it with me. Meet me at the Korolyevsky troop tomorrow, and I'll tell you how it goes.
Would anyone like a drink? I'm gonna head to the bar.
Paimon will have... maybe some hot milk? Yeah. Paimon's in the mood for something warm.
Why is she doing
Keep
the
up with secret
Ultraman
chat, you
pose?
two. Let's catch up properly in a minute. Paimon wants to know everything that's happened today.
Yes, ma'am.
It'll be kind of like tabletop troop. No reason why listening to a story can't be an adventure.
Rest until the following day. I love being able to press V and it automatically does it. So helpful. I hated having to like go into, like, you have to do this, you have to go down here, you have to spin it around. It does it automatically. I'm so lazy, it's brilliant. What are you? Oh yeah, the world quest. So where is it? It's not what I wanted to do. That's this one. It's interesting how it's like spread out, so like you have the bridge that goes to like just a theater.
You made it. I've got some tickets, and I managed to set something up with the Rocot. It'll have to wait until after the show, though. Happy to stay and watch? I doubt you've seen the Korolyevsky troupe on stage before.
Of course, no problem. Thank you for sorting everything out.
Pleasure. Here, this is the way in.
The giant door, yeah.
Please present yourself for a routine inspection in accordance with theater regulations. Thank you.
Who are you? He looks very drippy.
Is that guy with the Fatui? Looks like he's waiting for something.
Holy shit, the armor is,
Okay,
he's like a
all
purple
done.
version of
Thank you for your cooperation.
Raka.
Please proceed through to the theater.
What's up? Everything okay?
Wasn't expecting such strict security here.
Snezhnaya's business and political leaders are always passing through here, so it makes sense that security's tight. Still, it's a little unusual to see the Fatui's Armory Palace guard here. You saw him, right? The guy right at the back. Strong, silent type. His name's Valeri. He's part of the Special Assignments Battalion, but I only ever see him here for one thing. To look for a guy named Mitya.
Meteor? Who was that?
Supposedly a researcher, though he never seems to put much time in at the office. The theater is one of his favorite places to hang out when he's playing hooky from work. But that's not for us to worry about. Let's go. The show's about to start.
Interesting. Meteor. Meteor? Meteor?
What do you
Meteor.
think? Pretty impressive, huh?
Wow. Reminds me of the opera Epiclese.
Oh, the
I
one
was
in
literally just
Fontaine?
about to say this.
I hear it's iconic. Never seen it for myself, though.
Yeah, I felt whale in there.
Here we are, just in time. Sorry, coming through.
Excuse us.
If you're gonna show up late, keep your mouth shut.
Why are
What's his
they
problem?
blue?
Whatever. No point arguing with people like that.
Look, there she is. That's who I'm introducing you to later. She's the lead singer of the troupe, Vodyanitsa.
Vodyanitsa. How are you supposed to say half of these names? It's like a siren. Ooh, cutscene. Shut up. Wow.
This leads directly to the green room. They're expecting us.
Sensational.
Vodyanitsa will be waiting for us there.
I can already see all of the I must say it, all of the gay women or people, the women lovers, going crazy over those hands. What was she doing with her fingers there? Oh no, she got game, I can tell. Anyway, where am I going?
Hey there. Excuse me.
Ugh! Can you believe it? I'm so mad right now. Come in.
Oh, it's you two.
Why is Odette here?
Huh? You know each other? Oh, wait. Is this who you were telling me about? The one you met yesterday and couldn't stop thinking about?
Oh.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. Why are you denying it? It was right before I went on that rant about the moody factory owner. Oh, I remember it so clearly.
Might I ask what brings you two here?
Oh, I just brought him here to see the show. And when it finished, he was full of praise for Vodionitsa's performance. So I thought I'd try my luck, see if we could get the chance to chat for a bit. Maybe get an autograph?
You work here. You of all people ought to know that's against the rules. It's not what the green room is there for.
Oh, what's the big deal? Come on, don't be shy. I can give you an autograph. You can take a picture too if you want.
Do as you please. I finished all my shows for the day. I'll leave you to chat.
I wasn't making that stuff up, you know. Odette's just too proud to admit it. She thinks very highly of you.
She
And
thinks
so
of
do
me.
I. You did the right thing in Svietloladovka.
We're good.
And what?
Odette's out of earshot. I'll lock the door.
What?
Confidentiality, of course. The Rokat is very strict on that.
Whoa, Alosha! Not out loud! Not with an outsider here!
Relax, I've taken care of it. Look at this.
The president's reply sent this morning. Wait, so he's been approved to join?
As in me? As in I
You
knew
told
you
me
were in.
last night that you wanted to get intel from the Rokat. Unfortunately, Rokat intel is only available to members. But ever since you set foot in Snezhnaya, we've been working together. I've seen the way you work, your character, and your motives. Everything about you is perfectly in alignment with what we're trying to achieve in the Rokat. So I
Oh, wow.
figured I might as well cut to the chase. I wrote a letter to the president explaining your situation, including just the right amount of detail. His approval came very quickly. Of course, it's still your decision whether you want to join or not. We'll respect your choice.
So that means you and Vodi and Essa are both members?
Well, assuming Odette was telling the truth and she didn't misjudge you, I guess we don't need to worry about you blowing our cover. Still, you gave me a real fright. I didn't know that's why you came looking for me. So, that stuff you said about admiring my performance, was that just because Odette was here? Did you
No,
actually
I meant every
mean
word. I love just singing.
it? Now you're talking. That's what I like to hear.
Anyway, let me give you a quick rundown of how things work. Like I said, the Rokat is a covert organization, and we hide our identities. Members typically don't meet in person or even know each other's identities. This helps us maintain a high level of independence and secrecy. Because of this, members are basically free to decide their methods without constraints, so long as the outcome of any activity doesn't violate the organization's principles.
After all, we don't have any ostensible contact with each other. This way, if anything goes wrong, no one else will be implicated.
Beyond the freedom to choose how you operate, it's also your choice whether to act at all. We have plenty of members who have yet to take any action. In short, joining the Rokat in and of itself won't place any restrictions on your activity in Snezhnaya. There's a code of conduct you can read if it interests you. But basically, as long as you don't plan on using your anonymity to go around doing evil, you'll be fine.
I tried reading it 5 or 6 times. Never made it all the way through. Even the most lackluster script makes for more interesting reading.
Great. Then I'll go grab an official application form. Be right back.
Well, Alosha has this pet dog, you see. His name's Tagarin, and this one time, Alosha brought him backstage. Dagarin took quite a liking to me, so I played with him for a little bit and fed him some treats. Then, the Rokot was out on a mission one day, and even though we were all in disguise, Dagarin recognized me right away.
Just a coincidence, really. We didn't report it to the higher-ups, though, to avoid dealing with the fallout. Like, my job at the theater, for instance. I really needed to make ends meet. By the way, what were you complaining about just before we came in? Did everything go okay with Chuganov?
Everything did not go okay. That's why I was so mad. I tried to make some small talk with him before I went on stage to fish for intel about the Iskra manufacturing plant. But he wouldn't take the bait. No matter what I said, he kept dodging the question. And then he started complaining. He said he didn't appreciate his second-rate seat in the stalls because he usually gets a private box. I mean, what did he expect? Everyone knows that if you want a box seat, you buy a ticket well in advance. But instead, he sends me a letter the day before the show when we're practically sold out. I had to juggle things around just to get him a half-decent seat, hoping he would appreciate the gesture enough to share some information. But nope, he didn't give me anything.
Yeah, meeting Chuganov in person has definitely been a disappointing experience. Oh, you probably don't know who we're talking about, do you? Chuganov was that older guy you were sitting next to today. I'm sure he didn't make a great first impression on you either.
Oh, that guy.
To the citizenry, he's a family man and a kind boss. But our interactions with him tell a very different story. It's one thing to ask for a favor, but he acts like it's his right. He always expects special treatment. Take the ticket situation, for instance. I've actually gotten him a private box in the past. But not only was he not even grateful, now he's acting like I've sold him short this time. Not to mention that he's never paid for a single one of his tickets. And another thing, if he's such a big family man, why doesn't he bring his wife and daughter to see the show once in a while? I've never seen them here, not even once.
Calm down, Vodyanitsa. If you won't do it the easy way, we'll have to try the hard way. But first things first. Here's your application form. Go ahead and fill it out.
Go. The Lord of Seven's calamities. It's perfect.
Looks like I'll need to make a few little tweaks here and there. But other than that, you're good to go. We'll hold on to this for you. All right. Now that we're officially Rokot comrades, I can tell you. Chuganov is the target of our current operation. Recently, we've done some recon work at the Iskra manufacturing plant, which pretty much confirmed that their energy consumption is way beyond the legal limit. All we need now is some direct evidence to present to the Vetcha, so we can demand that they shut the plant down.
That way, the Kresny Crystal can be allocated to where it's needed most.
I was hoping he might let slip during one of our chats, but he's too tight-lipped. We'll have to find another way. I'm meeting another regular theater-goer tonight, Mitya.
Alicia mentioned that name before.
But Valeri's here too, and he's probably looking for Mitya, so he may end up being a no-show.
Don't you worry. He must know how to dodge Valeri, or he wouldn't be showing up on time for every performance. Mitya is a renowned energy expert. Although we can't get any direct evidence of the excessive energy consumption at the plant, we can accidentally let the information slip to him. The authorities should take someone like him seriously. So if he starts raising questions about energy use at the Iskra manufacturing plant, there will be a proper investigation. Also, we're not allowed on site, but he has clearance. So all we need is his cooperation.
Since he's a part of the energy experts, does that mean he knows the inside story of Project Stuja?
Yeah, so that's the other thing we're trying to figure out. Though I think we're far less likely to make any progress on that front. Still, I hear that Mitia is a bit of a chatterbox. So, who knows? Maybe if we catch him in the right mood, he'll let something slip.
What do you think? Sound like something worth your time?
Definitely, I'd love to join you.
Okay, in that case, you guys find a seat somewhere nearby. Pretend you're a couple of buddies there to eat, and keep your ears peeled for useful information. He's a huge fan, so I doubt he'll have his guard up around me. But you two need to be convincing. If he suspects anything at all, he might stop talking.
Sure. Don't worry. We'll make a believable pair of buddies.
I'm sure we can manage a bit of friendly chit-chat.
Perfect! You've sold me already. Now, help me tidy this room up a bit before we head out.
Okay. What needs tidying?
Everything.
Everything!
I was joking. Go to Hot Very Restaurant. I know Snezh 9. What's it to you?
Take it easy.
I smell burning rubber. I don't know why. It's like a very, like, plasticky smell.
We come here often, so we shouldn't stand out. Let's sit here. Now, it's up to Vodyanica. Let's see how the conversation goes.
Mr. Mitia! Over here! Over here!
I like the fit.
Oh, sorry. I got a little held up on my way here. Now we have even less time than we planned.
Look with it.
Go ahead and order some snacks and drinks. Whatever you like. Let me see. According to my schedule, we still have 25 minutes left.
You're really pressed for time today, huh? I was imagining this would be a leisurely chat. If you'd prefer, we can always reschedule for another afternoon when you have more time.
No need. Getting to meet the lead singer is a very precious opportunity for me. I'm not about to pass it up. I've already had to decline your invitation several times because our schedules rarely align. If I don't grab this chance while it's here, who knows when the next one will come around?
Well, it's very kind of you to make time just for me.
What's going on with his scar? Looks like it's alive.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. But Snezhnaya is full of weird and wonderful things like that, so people tend not to bat an eye. I'm sure the same will go for the Eye of Grey and Paimon.
That'll make it around easier.
The reason I invited you out for tea and a chat today was to get some feedback from a true fan of the theater.
Well, I genuinely have nothing bad to say. No matter how many times I hear you sing, it never gets old. It always seems fresh and new somehow. Maybe it's because the more times I listen, the more details I notice. Or maybe you simply improve with every performance, delivering it better each time.
Thank you! I'm delighted to hear that! Could you give me any specific examples?
Oh, yeah. That, the piece you sang today, for example. Beneath the Frozen River? Hey, what's with you? I'm just praising a good performance. I always used to find that such a bleak and lonely song. But the more you listen, the more
it's
you
pretty funny.
realize that it's not as cold and nihilistic as it appears. When you really dig down into it, there's a certain level where you're surprised by the emergence of hope.
Wow, I'm impressed. I didn't expect you to pick up on that. Actually, I only tried out that angle after talking with a composer. Still, Beneath the Frozen River wasn't on today's program.
Oh, really? But it's a classic. You sing it every time.
Almost every time.
Oh, well then, let me say a few words about that other all-time classic, Flying in the Wind from the Mountain Sparrow.
I didn't sing that one today either. My voice wasn't quite up to it, so I switched it out at the last minute.
Oh, but,
Sorry, Mr. Mitya, but you were at the theater today, yes?
of course I was. Remember? I said hello to all the troupe members before the show started. You, Odette, and the others.
So, what did Odette sing today?
Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose, of course.
She didn't sing.
Correct.
Oh?
I see. I see. You find my singing boring, don't you? That's why you don't remember a single song. Looks like I'll need to cut a few from the program next time.
No, that's not it. I swear. All right. I'll be straight with you. I'm sorry. My mind was wandering as you took the stage today. I enjoy watching your shows because the exquisite performances stimulate the mind. It always sparks some inspiration for my research. So, whenever I get stuck at work, I come to the theater for a change of pace. Odette's dance during the Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose today was simply incredible. It got me wondering what she's been going through recently. That look of sheer defiance in the face of utter tragedy? It was so inspiring. I started scribbling in my notebook right away. Not that I made a ton of progress in the grand scheme of things, but I still think it was productive. By the time I snapped out of it, the entire show had finished.
So what you're saying is, you didn't listen to my singing at all?
Unfortunately not. I'm sorry, I don't know which is more disrespectful. The fact that I don't always come for the show itself, or the fact that I missed your performance.
Seems like things are getting a little awkward.
You look nervous, what's up?
Nitya just stepped into a conversational minefield. If there's one thing Vodyanitsa doesn't like, it's people who show disrespect for her performance. This meeting was so hard to set up. Don't tell me it's already falling apart.
It's fine. I suppose this is affirming in its own way. At least, it shows that our performance really touches people's hearts, right? Don't let it bother you. It certainly doesn't bother me.
She's showing a lot of restraint.
Must be tough.
Well, I'll be sure to let Odette know how much you adored her performance.
Please don't say that. I always love your performances too.
Burn,
It's
burn,
just
burn.
that inspiration struck at the wrong time today. I'm usually all ears.
I know, I can tell. That's why I value your opinion. I'm sure some people can't stand it when others praise their coworkers right to their face, but not me. No, sir.
Fair enough. I still feel kind of bad though.
But you know
Fucking
what
Scar.
I really can't stand? People who only show up to the theater to pretend that they're cultured. Makes me sick to my stomach.
Oh yeah, 100%. There are too many of those people around. By the time they're walking out the door, they've forgotten all about the show. What's wrong? You look furious.
I don't know if you've heard about the boss of the Eastborough manufacturing plant. He isn't even a theater investor, but he always demands the same privileges as actual investors. Box tickets only, premium drinks, even the right to request specific songs.
Well played, Vodyanitsa. Seems like she's harnessing her rage to steer the conversation back on track.
Now that you mention it, I've interacted with that guy before. I gotta say, everyone holds him up as an example of a benevolent businessman, but I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah, he couldn't care less about what's happening on stage. He's just there to flaunt his social status. I hate that I have to prepare programs for guys like that. What's the big deal with that factory he runs anyway? I asked around a bit and heard some pretty shocking stories. Sounds like he's just another greedy capitalist.
Oh, really?
Yep, the things people are saying are pretty damning. Low wages, insanely long working hours, equipment running around the clock. And as if that's not bad enough, he also strictly forbids his employees from giving any kind of interview. Project Stuja has now been extended so many times, we're at the point where crystal rations for the common folk are barely enough to survive on. Yet he
Isn't she
even
not
wants
common
to get
folk
his
though,
greedy
so
hands on them just
does
to
it
boost
really hold
his
that
own
much?
profits. If the rumors are true, he's in serious violation of the law.
Interesting. So you've heard about it too.
What? So it's really true?
Who knows? I've only heard the same rumors you have. But there's no smoke without fire. The Rooster's been coming down on us hard lately, demanding that we track and trace every single batch of Crystal. My coworkers in the Department of Energy have been tearing their hair out over it.
The Rooster? I didn't realize he cared that much.
Yeah. Even though there are no restrictions on Crystal trading, the poor will wind up freezing to death if we let the rich buy as much as they want. That's clearly unfair. Looks like we'll need to arrange an investigation into the Iskra manufacturing plant as soon as possible. I never knew you kept up with current affairs beyond the theater, Miss Vodyanica. You really have a heart for the common person. Most Fae in your position have long been indifferent to the plight of humans.
Well, those of us who choose to live in human cities are naturally going to pay attention to any significant upheaval. Isn't the Rooster a Fae himself?
Wait, he...
I'm
Oh,
just
actually, that makes sense why
surprised
he's
to
so
learn
short.
that even someone with as much experience as him is getting so stressed out over Project Stuja. What is the end goal of this project anyway?
This is it. We're finally going there.
I'm sure Mitya can sense on some level that she's fishing for information. But since their conversation is so relaxed, he might just let something slip.
It's stressing me out too. If I'd only made better progress with my research, things wouldn't have dragged on this long.
Oh, so your work is related to Project Stuja?
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source. Not the power of the Light Realm, and not elemental energy. Right now, the only thing that meets the requirements is the power contained within stellar linchpins. But harnessing that
What?
power is costly. Each step of the process requires enormous amounts of Kresnik crystal, from extraction to quantification to attempts at conversion. Progress has been painfully slow, and the team is getting burned out as time goes by. Sometimes, I see people staring into space as if in a trance.
Could it be that this new energy source has side effects?
No, it doesn't affect us, because the energy is used for... Okay, I got it. Stop choking me. Sorry, I can't talk about that. I think we're all just exhausted. We've been working ourselves to the bone for so long with so little progress to show for it. It's no wonder people are struggling to stay motivated.
Seems like I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have gotten so mad at you for not paying attention during the show.
Don't worry about it. I count myself lucky, to be honest. I don't envy the people who work closely with the Tsaritsa herself. I'd much rather be in my current position. At least I don't have to shoulder any major responsibilities.
So they're trying to develop a completely new kind of energy.
It's a shame we didn't get to hear more.
Yeah, censored by a scarf. Who would have thought?
Oh, dear. It looks like my time is up. I'm afraid I have to leave. I'm so sorry.
What
We
vision
ended up
does he
barely
have?
talking
Wait.
about the theater.
That's okay.
Turn
It was a
around,
pleasure chatting with
please.
you, really.
Let's
just
make
know
up
what
for it
you
next
are.
time. Yeah, hopefully once the work pressure eases up a little, I'll be able to focus more on the performance, and then we'll have more to discuss. We touched on some confidential issues today. I'd be grateful if you could keep it between us.
Shit, I don't know. Maybe Geo?
That could have gone worse.
He feels like Geo Electro.
Nice job. Why was Mitya in such a hurry
He
to
just
leave,
have
though?
blue, so he could be Cryo?
Sorry, routine inspection.
Is that Valeri?
Okay, let's go.
So he wasn't rushing to get back to work. He must have calculated that Valeri would find him here in exactly 25 minutes. That's frighteningly accurate.
One of the main duties of the Special Assignments Battalion is to ensure that important figures stick to their schedules.
Sounds like Mieta's arch enemy then?
All right, time for us to get going too. Excuse me, check please.
We'll settle our check too then.
Oh, hello there. Mr. Mitya paid the check before leaving. He also asked me to pass on a message. He said it was an honor to share his tea break with Miss Vodyanitsa and her two friends.
So he knew we were here all along? This raises a lot of questions. Did he deliberately mention the new energy source so that we'd overhear it? Maybe his work isn't confidential after all. Maybe the key here is the purpose of this new energy. I guess that's the next thing to look into.
He knew? That's insane. Wow.
Vodyanitsa and Alosha have left. Time to head back and call it a day.
You're back! Here pretty early today.
How are you feeling?
Paimon was just gonna mention that. After she woke up today, Paimon felt like her temperature was completely back to normal. But her strength still hasn't returned. Still, there's some good news. Paimon thinks she might have figured out the source of the problem. It's like there's some kind of mysterious power affecting Paimon. Paimon's never felt this way before during any of her travels. She only started feeling this way since we arrived in Snezhnaya.
Some kind of mysterious power, you said?
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source.
Could that have something to do with this?
Could affect people.
You're making that face again.
Let me tell you what I found out today.
When you get... So, they're trying to develop a new energy source here? And you think that might be why Paimon's feeling unwell?
Yes.
Well, Mitya denied that the energy they're researching has any side effects. Although, he did say that people working on the project have been having issues with their concentration and short-term memory. And even so, those are completely different symptoms from Paimon's.
This power you mentioned, can you sense where it's coming from?
It's pretty faint, so it's kind of hard to tell. But, if anything, it seems like it's coming from roughly the same direction as the Armory Palace.
All the more reason to find out the purpose of their research.
Sure, Paimon's with you there. But how, though? The Rokat only has a limited amount of intel.
There's still one avenue we haven't explored. The Snezhnograd Vecna?
Oh, great point! They argue about Project Stusha every day. If we could sit in on one of their sessions, we might pick up some new leads.
Okay, I need to write a letter to Alosha.
Good idea! Oh yeah, while you were out, Paimon tried all the yummiest looking desserts in the Podvoria restaurant. This one seemed right up your alley. So, Paimon saved some for you. Come try it once you finish writing your letter.
Square. I really love my square toast thing. French toast? Waffles? Could be a waffle. Waffles. Waffles or pancakes though?
Alosha replied. He says that we won't be able to speak at the Vetcha, but he can arrange for us to attend as visitors. Time to get ready. Then head to the Snezhnograd Vecha.
I just realised pretty funny that I'm using Yalen. I wonder if when we meet the Saritsa, she's gonna have the other band. Oh, also, there was something I saw which I want to test. Bennett, Dilute.
What's our objective?
Does it work? I knew it was fake. Son of a bitch. There was a video that I saw. It was like, oh, you can't use Dilute in Snezhnaya because he's been banned. After he broke into the was it the House of the Hearth? All the way back in Mondstadt Law, he breaks into the House of the Hearth and goes just full hands with the Harbingers.
Sorry, I'm not taking interviews today. Oh good, you're here. The session's about to begin. Let's get inside.
Please wait, Miss Vodyanitsa. Could you introduce me to your new friend?
Shortly after you the rooster. Holy moly.
In summary, the energy management commitments made for the outgoing period have been delivered upon. Furthermore, both the production and consumption of Kresnik Crystal show clear signs of stabilizing. The relevant agencies have assessed the present circumstances and determined that the status quo can be sustained until the next period. For detailed statistics, I would refer you to the industry reports that have been distributed to all persons present. It should also be noted that while the recent blizzards have led to a significant increase in people's energy expenses, this is strictly a short-term phenomenon associated with a remotely located monster. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa is giving her full attention to this matter. We should have every confidence that it will be dealt with swiftly and conclusively. A financial report on disaster relief is also present in this report, courtesy of Pantalone.
Oh, why does it keep getting noisier in here?
They cover the same old ground every single time. The rooster never seems to mind, but everyone else is getting tired of it. There's a general lack of trust. People aren't seeing any tangible benefits that affect them directly. Of course, none of that will be reflected in any of the reports on the table.
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copy documents, I could have at least made something up.
I've been meaning to ask, why are you still here? You're acting... And why are you acting so chummy?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to hit my interview quotas. Bring out the kvass. Ever read it? Best-selling newspaper in town.
If I remember correctly, you guys don't even have a sales permit. You have to sell from stalls on the street.
Okay then, best-selling street stall newspaper in town. Still counts.
Order! We will now open the floor to the representatives. If there are no further substantive issues to discuss, we will then proceed to a vote on this motion.
Snezhnaya has a long tradition of treating members of the Fatui armed forces and their dependents favorably. But recent surveys shows that Fatui families in remote areas have access to 15% less crystal than the average civilian family in Snezhnograd. It's been said many times before, but it bears repeating now.
There needs to be a clear and consistent rationale behind how Cristal is allocated, or we will soon face immense public backlash.
Perhaps you wouldn't need to keep repeating yourself if you would hear me out for once. I say again, true consistency exists only in principle. In the real world, fairness is relative. You appear to treat resource allocation as a simple function of production and population. So what about when the equipment used in production breaks down? Have you factored that into your equation? And do you even know how long it's been since Snezhnaya last conducted a census?
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'm sure I'd be a very wealthy man. And I doubt I'd be going by child. I'd like to bring the focus back to the specific issue I raised.
Oh, yeah, Charles is
Or do you
Fatui
wish
now.
to deny that favorable treatment for Fatui dependents is our long-standing policy?
It's easy to be a critic when there's no accountability. That seems to be a running theme in the anti-Project Stuja cohort. Defeat the ringleader and all other problems will magically resolve themselves. That's what they seem to think. But in case you aren't aware, not one jot in my report would change whether Project Stuja continues or not.
So you have no intention whatsoever of finding a solution to this problem?
On the contrary, I'm the only one here who ever brings solutions.
Child opened by speaking up for the armed forces. Regrator struck back with style and a war of words ensued.
What the fuck? Serenasha, your freestyle dance teacher?
Our reporter was live on the scene to get the audience's reaction as it all unfolded.
I
Who do
think
you
Child
suppose?
raised some issues that need addressing. I think Regressor rebuttal makes sense.
The people have spoken.
Shut the
Child
fuck up,
received
please.
raucous applause from the crowd as he pushed Regrator onto his back foot with a relentless barrage of questions. It had to be seen to be believed.
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
However this reporter wants to spin things, I haven't forgotten that Tartaglia was representing the Northland Bank when we first met in Liyue.
Oh, yeah.
Surely their relationship can't always have been this strained.
You two are getting off topic. Let's focus on what the data is saying.
Mr. Pantalone, may I speak on your behalf?
Oh, please do. I'm more than happy to save my breath.
Cristal distribution policy undergoes modifications with each new period. The ultimate goal being to find the most reasonable method of allocation, which I believe is what Mr. Tartaglia also seeks. But I fear many may have been misled on this topic by extremist activists. To clarify, Project Stuja is not the root cause of the problem. It is merely a framework for resource distribution. The most recent reports all point to Snezhnaya's resilience and adaptability during this period of fine-tuning, and give clear indications that a distribution framework is improving with each iteration. To make drastic adjustments without first considering the risks would likely do more harm than good. It would be a waste of the hard-won experience we've gained to date.
Renowned scholar of finance, Arapov spoke up to clarify the fiscal logic, clearly alluding to social organizations like the Rokot in his words. With the notorious Lelek still active to this day, should the Rokot be held responsible? No, there is someone else to blame.
Where did you get the Rokot from? And who's this Lele? Is that how you pronounce that?
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The Rokot are the critics he accuses of taking no responsibility for their actions. As for Lilik, you won't have heard of him yet. He's currently the most famous member of the Rokot. Well, more like infamous. Ending Project Stuja has become an obsession for him. Unlike the more decent ones among us, he believes that votes in the Vetcha are all that matter. So whether it's threats, coercion, or bribery, he'll use whatever means necessary to get people to change their vote.
Oh, there's more than the Rokot. There's more to the Rokot than I thought.
And since we're already on the subject, what do you think of Lelek's methods? Are you for or against?
I can sympathize with him.
Yes, don't we all? Lelek supporters grow in number by the day. We stand with Lelek.
At least someone here wants to take this discussion seriously. I've been considering that issue myself. What you really need is more precise regional data, right? I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui handle it, since they're already in charge of Crystal shipments anyway. We may as well get them to collect some data while they're at it. Whatever you need, you can ask the Fatui to look into it for you. In terms of supervision, I think the Druzhna would be a good fit. I had hoped to discuss this with Miss Vesna, but sadly, she's not present.
I will be happy to take a note of your suggestions and present them to Commander Vesna for a decision upon her return. The Commander has always taken a keen interest in Project Stuja. However, given the Druzhna's demanding workload, I'm afraid it may prove difficult for them to provide any practical support.
Let us refrain from jumping to conclusions until a concrete and actionable plan is in place.
My apologies, Lord Rooster.
There are numerous issues to address here, including manpower, time sensitivity, and reporting lines. Nevertheless, I support drafting a proposal. Follow the usual procedure, and it can be raised as a new motion for all parties to evaluate at the appropriate time.
In that case, I'd like to share one thought before the proposal is drafted. The issue of time sensitivity was raised just now, which I presume relates to the official reports. In fact, the Energy Commission already collects regular statistics on each urban center and its surrounding area. Would these be of any use?
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Sviet Lolaidovka's report, and although my focus is mostly on the section about equipment operation, the energy consumption statistics also yield a lot of insights.
Be that as it may, does no one see an issue with using local data to determine Crystal quotas? In the long term, it seems like a very risky solution.
Not if they are used purely for reference. So long as we have the report from the Northland Bank's headquarters to corroborate it, no one will be able to fool me.
Very well then. It appears that this arrangement is acceptable to all parties.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The members reached a provisional consensus on the issue of improving treatment for Fatui soldiers. Today, the prima donna of the Korailievsky troupe attended a session of the Snezhnograd Vecha in the company of a dashing young man. The question on all our minds is, what is the true nature of their relationship?
Write anything like that again, and I'm revoking your permission to interview the troupe. Got it?
She flirting.
Now then, if there are no further
thought I was gonna
contributions
skip it,
from
it
those
didn't.
present, we shall proceed to the final vote.
Final vote.
Hey, check it out!
Is that Chugnova? Chugnova.
What made him vote against?
Random.
Why now?
The votes have been tallied. Those in favor of continuing Project Stuja total 61%, securing a clear majority.
That was too close. The margin has shrunk yet again. Chuganov was a huge loss.
I'll bet Lelek is behind this. I wonder how Pulcinella will respond this time.
Chuganov. I see. Lelek strikes again.
Yes, go, Lelek. Once Project Stuja is defeated, our unwavering support at Bring Out the Kvass will finally pay off when we make our comeback. I can taste our victory already!
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Stuja will remain in effect until the next Vetcha period. Finally, may I remind us all, we debate only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm. The session is concluded.
Time. He is a yapper, holy shit.
I really wasn't expecting Chukhanov to vote against Project Stuja.
Why? What's so strange about that?
Well, in principle, Snezhnaya's business and political elites ought to be the ones least likely to oppose it. As we heard, Project Stuja is basically just a resource distribution framework that requires everyone to cut back during the winter. But even if the policy got cancelled, the Tsaritsa's energy needs wouldn't suddenly go down. The extra demand from the public would have to be filled from somewhere. So logically, the factories would have to take the hit.
This explains a lot.
I got a letter from Mr. Mitya just before today's
Because
session.
he takes her.
He said he's confirmed that
Get it.
there are issues around overtime and excessive energy consumption at the Iskra manufacturing plant. In a situation like this, once the Rooster receives the report, he'll order the factory to halt production and submit to an investigation before issuing a penalty. But that's a week-long process, and thus didn't make it onto the Vetcha agenda this time. I don't think he suspects anything so far.
Got it. So for him, it's a choice between reducing production and stopping entirely?
Exactly. And as you know, he's a very selfish person. I was originally gonna try and flip him after he received notice of the official sanctions. My plan was to convince him that the whole thing was completely unfair. Rather than just sit back and take the hit while his factory stopped production, he'd be better off voting to end Project Stuja. At least that way, no one else would be able to make any money either, because all the factories would suddenly have more limited energy to work with. But now, he's already voted against it, which means someone must have used more forceful means to change his vote. Just like with everyone else who flipped.
You mean Lilac?
Yeah, no one knows why Lilac is so obsessed with ending Project Stuja, but by the looks of it, he's inching closer and closer to success.
Lilac must have strong motivations, given how he'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. Maybe he knows the full truth of Project Stuja. Maybe my next step should be to focus on him.
All right. What are your plans for the rest of the day? Shall we head out?
Hey, comrade. I noticed you were here during the debate.
Oh god.
I didn't take you for a political enthusiast. Greetings, Harbingers. I just happened to have some free time today, and my new friend here thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha.
Ah, Odette must have introduced you. Looks like you two are getting along pretty well.
I'll leave you to catch up. I should head back to the troop.
Sure. Break a leg and all that. Thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha, did you? Things are never that simple with you, Traveler. There's no way you're here for kicks and giggles. Tell me I'm wrong.
I learned an interesting tidbit today. Some guy called Lilac.
Oh, yeah. To some, he's a captivating enigma. To others, he's the bane of their existence. No one ever thought that some anonymous nobody from the Rokot could cause such a stir.
I want to find out his true identity. Is it okay if I start digging?
Huh? You want to look into Lilac? Then I'm sure his days of anonymity are numbered. What do you think, Sandrone?
Fine by me, I guess. If the Traveler actually manages to expose Lilac, it'll be doing Pulcinella a favor. In return, it seems fair to let him in on what we've learned so far.
My thoughts exactly. Sharing is caring, after all. Head back to Glupov and grab the files on Lilac. It's easier to just pull the records than go through the rigmarole of getting the Traveler a visitor's permit.
As you command, child, sir.
In that case, since we're going to be waiting anyway, I'll have someone brew a pot of black tea.
One common thread among the many incidents Lelik has been involved in is that the victims are all too scared to share any real information about him. Clearly, he must have threatened them in some way. His modus operandi is to silently infiltrate the scene and leave a threatening letter behind. But neither the letters nor the crime scenes ever yield any clues to his identity. So all these files have to offer are short statements by the people affected. They don't give us a lot to go on.
If nothing else, it shows we're dealing with a trained professional who's versed in counter-surveillance.
Yes, and to that point, he often strikes in highly secure locations. The victims are high-ranking and influential people who take their personal security very seriously. Somehow, Lelik slips right into their rooms without making a sound. There's never any eyewitnesses, nor the slightest trace of a break-in. If he can get in and out undetected, it means he can strike without warning. Not that that's ever happened so far, but the thought is enough to scare these people sleepless. It's hard to believe that a human being could pull this off flawlessly every time, so they switched the focus of the investigation to Faye. Unfortunately, no one's found anything yet.
Are you saying that even you couldn't pull it? Are you saying even you couldn't pull it off?
Careful. Don't underestimate me. Although, truth be told, I'd probably find it hard not to blow my cover. Direct confrontation is more my style.
We haven't ruled out the possibility of Lelik being human. It's just, there can only be a handful of people in all of Teyvat who'd fit the profile. Faye, on the other hand, plenty would have the ability, but few would have the motive.
Is it someone as strong as Tartaglia? Or even more meticulous?
No, not as strong as me. You'll never find the culprit with criteria like that. Let's go with a little weaker than me.
Neuvillette skirt?
Oh, you hit me right where it hurts. I'll admit, he's strong and meticulous. But can we at least limit this to candidates who have something to do with Snezhnaya?
He's just trying to find a reference point. Stop getting fixated on who's stronger than who.
But that's the most important thing. In my opinion, anyway.
Alright, let's take it down a notch or two. How about Odette as a reference point?
Odette? Yeah, that seems about right. Her skills are solid, and she's always calm under pressure.
Except she's Fatui, so the likelihood of her working against us is pretty low. But yeah, much more accurate than your previous example at least.
No, wait a moment. Maybe we should interrogate that assumption.
What do you mean? Which assumption?
Her Fatui identity doesn't necessarily exonerate her. And when you think about it, the Rokot would be precisely what she needs to conceal her identity.
Plus, she wouldn't need to be such a pro at covering her tracks. She'd already know where the Fatui will be and when. So she could choose the perfect time to act.
Imagine if it was her.
Yikes. I was just thinking out loud. Why is this starting to sound like such a convincing theory? Still, what reason could Odette possibly have for trying to call off Project Stuja?
Arlecchino would be the best person to ask. She knows Odette best. Unfortunately, she isn't back yet.
Arlecchino?
Rosaline used to open up to her in private about her struggles with Odette. As I'm sure you can imagine, Arlecchino is quite a lot better with children than Rosaline was.
Yeah, don't shit.
She gave her some tips on how to handle the situation, and Rosaline managed to reach a settlement with Odette before leaving. So I suppose there were at least no lifelong regrets left behind. Beyond that, I don't know the details about that side of things. But I do know that Odette definitely has a motive to hold a grudge against Project Stuja. The reason being, Her father passed away during the early stages of the project. That was back before it had been named Project Stuja, when things were still being worked out. But in essence, it's remained the same ever since.
Huh. The more you know. Rosaline was always so self-centered. I never understood why she started paying so much attention to Odette.
Oh, even you didn't know about this?
Is that such a surprise? If you cast your mind back, you may remember that Rosaline and I weren't exactly close. We had tea together a few times, but that was about it.
Odette's past is no secret. Her father was a Fatus and her mother was a very famous ballerina. On the surface, it looks like she followed right in her parents' footsteps. But the truth is quite a different story. After her father passed away on a mission, her mother was overcome with grief. She broke her leg during a performance and could never dance again. Odette was only interested in ballet at the time, but this tragedy left the family with both breadwinners gone. They could barely make ends meet. Per Capitano's policy, family members of Fatui who died in the line of duty had to be appropriately accommodated and provided with adequate assistance. So, regardless of how Rosaline may have felt about it, it fell to her to resolve the issue of Odette's family's livelihood. In the end, the solution they agreed upon was to have Odette join the Fatui.
Right, because the alternative would have been a one-off compensation payment, I guess. In that sense, joining up was definitely the better option. Still, she must have had mixed feelings about it, right? If she doesn't even like the Fatui.
It's just a theory, a possibility. But as a motive for Odette to become Lelik, it holds up. That said, I have no idea where Odette's head is at right now, or what her conflict with Rosaline was about. Plenty of people were on bad terms with Rosaline. I have no intention of trying to figure it all out.
So Senora actually wanted to mend her relationship with Odette?
Yes, but there's not much point in discussing that now.
Yeah, back to Lelik. Since our investigations so far have turned up next to nothing, we've got nothing to lose by trying a new angle. Funnily enough, Tonya and I had actually made plans to go to the theater tomorrow to watch Odette's rehearsal. Unfortunately, thanks to this Lelik situation, I'll be stuck working overtime again. Which means you can go in my place. No point wasting the ticket. Plus, you'll get to meet Tonya.
What's the rehearsal for?
Spirit Seeker. Quite the classic ballet. It was passed down through Odette's mother's family for generations, though it hasn't been performed in years. But Odette's been practicing it diligently, and it's finally ready for a return to the stage. Excitement is through the roof. Tickets for the official performance sold out long ago.
Tonya's excited for it too. She's desperate to see it no matter what. Personally, it's not really my kind of thing, but since she's my little sister, I had to figure something out.
I've actually seen it several times before. The story's pretty straightforward. The lead character follows a trail of clues left behind by a spirit, gradually recovering her memories along the way. It's a tale of love and regret. So not exactly reinventing the wheel, at least by today's standards. But when that classic melody kicks in and the lead character begins to dance, it always gets me. It really is beautiful. Not an easy dance to do justice to, though. I know it's always been Odette's dream to perform this piece, but I'm not sure she's really ready.
In that case, I think that even if she is Lelik, we should wait until her performance is over before we respond. I'll let you take it from here, comrade.
This story has been 6 hours long. We're going on 6 hours now. It is insane, this. wouldn't mind, while this has been playing and I've been watching it, I've sorted out tomorrow's stream. It's how long this has been fucking going on. I'm hoping this is the end of it. Because holy fuck.
Sounds like you've made a ton of progress today. It's good that everything's going so smoothly. Next step is to head back to the theater and get a clear answer from Odette.
Kind of.
Either way, Paimon doesn't get the sense that she's a bad person. Sure, she might have done some pretty extreme things, but Paimon bet she has her reasons. Maybe this is going too far, but like, with everything she's managed to do so far, wouldn't it make more sense in theory to be even more, you know, heavy-handed? Why leave a letter when she could, well, we know there are plenty of other ways to keep people in line, right? The point is, she could have gone further, but she didn't. So, if it is her, she's got some principles at least.
I want to believe in her too.
Yeah! Well, all you can do is follow the facts wherever they lead.
How are you feeling today?
No change, really. But that thing Paimon told you about yesterday? Paimon feels like she can sense it more clearly now. Hearing you talk about your day makes Paimon itch for an adventure. If only she could be there with you so we could experience it all together.
Yeah, I wish you could be there too. I'm not used to adventuring alone. But don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Guess it's just one of those things. Never mind. Paimon will behave herself and keep resting.
If Odette is Lelik, she may well have inside information on Project Stuja. Her father was involved with the project's early implementation and tragically died in the process. Now, she's dedicated herself to bringing it to an end. It's hard to imagine she could have gotten this far without knowing anything at all about the Tsaritsa's true intentions. When she spoke to us as a member of the Fatui, how much did she let on? And how much was she hiding? Only time will tell. Maybe tomorrow, everything will be answered.
Hey look! It's snowing! Could be a tough day ahead. Make sure you wrap up warm tomorrow.
Is that it? Holy shit. Fucking 6.5 hours later. It was fucking insane. I have never played an Archon quest that long. Oh lord. Where's my train? Where's my train? I guess Central Station? Can't call a train here.
Only in the grip of winter do people truly appreciate the warmth of flames.
There we go. This is such a cool feature. I love that. The shadow where?
Ad Astra.
Thank you for
Nice. No, I was hearing complaints about the music, saying that it wasn't as good as like Netland or Nordcry. And I'm like 50-50 for it. I'm like, I do enjoy the music,
You have my...
but it doesn't hit as hard. I can probably find that. But we're gonna get one more pull, and then I'm gonna finish there. Because if the next part is 6 hours long, I'm gonna start it when I have more time. Wait, do I not have to... Is it you? Wait, what? I thought I had... Is that a walking tree? Why is Groot here?
busted.
An impressive bounty.
Laid bare. Rise with the sun.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Overruled.
Oh wait, no, this is the search for. Is this nearby? Where's my... Wood.
Take it easy.
Suffer the wrath of Eastling!
Things are about to get dicey.
Transfixed.
Pyroclastic surge!
Rev the engines.
Overruled. Everlasting as the moon.
You two! Time to end them! Fulfill our pact!
That was easy. Oh. Any chests around here? Any goodies? I hear a world quest somewhere. You can go get fucked. Maybe we need to go into the wilderness. We'll find something there. Or not. We try it out here. See? Told you.
An impressive bounty.
Wow, they are weak as fuck. Or maybe I'm just the strongest. Bruh. I'm gonna name you Grizza. Hey, big Grizz. Oh, y'all. What are you? I guess we'll never know.
Just you?
Sorry, I just have to cook real quick.
Second thoughts?
Sorry, was that the scout from TF2?
Ah, some
Who is this guy?
with which to commemorate this occasion.
Okay, come on, we're gonna get something. It's crazy just how useful that treasure compass is. How am I supposed to get you? Well, that's how.
What greater
Wait,
pleasure is
wasn't
there
that
than
easy?
the unexpected?
I need big chests. Not these small ones. Not that a small chest is a problem, you know, flat supremacy.
Who's that?
Me.
Just you wait.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Ooh, you'll give me 5. I wish it was more than 5, but I'll take it. Oh, it's the... Okay, good to know. Okay, 6 more. Ooh. Wait. 5 more. I just need a nice big chest. We'll be bloody peachy. Watch it, I'll do this and I'll get fucking nothing. Actually, you know what's going to be way easier? Going on 1 step. Because I can do...
Blinding sunlight is such a pain. No way I can get a nap in this weather. Easy money.
Perfect. Come on. I'll let you know. No. Fuck that purple. Fuck the furry. At least if it was like sucrose, I would have gotten 5 free. Oh, a free pull. Yes. It was very uncomfortable. I don't want to talk about them ones. Okay. Anyway. Yes, that was Genshin. That was the the first chapter of SNES 9. If every single one of these fucking story quests is 6 hours long, I'm offing myself, because holy shit, that was insane. Why is it so long? I don't get it. It was fun, but oh my god, that was a lot. And a lot of information is taken. But anyway, I shall see you all tomorrow. Some Nikkei instead, just to switch it up for my sanity. And I'll also see you tomorrow morning for a Slimesley stream and a joystick stream. So, I'm follow me over there, and I shall see you tomorrow. Anyway, that has been me. I wish you all a very wonderful night. I shall see you very soon. Bye. And we don't have to end you. I do have to end you. There we go. And then end Huitio. And